The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subaraya Productions.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Tokucast Reviews. Episode number
113.
113, alright. I was about to give you a drum roll. But I think this is the first time we can say this. It's the end of an era for now.
For the moment, yeah.
End of a series.
Yeah.
Until they make something new.
Yep.
Hopefully they will soon.
We're talking, if you've already read the title, we're talking about the last Garo movie.
That they released so far.
Moonbow Traveler.
As of recording.
As of recording this. It is the most recent Garo anything.
Continuation of Season 4, where we follow the son of Koga.
Yes, Raiga.
Raiga. Son of Koga.
Son of Taiga.
Shout out to Jesus.
It's literally, this movie is the Father, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I'm so here for that.
Father, Son, Holy Ghost, Holy Smokes. Anyway, where do we start?
Yeah.
The beginning, perhaps?
Sure. Because I actually think that this movie is okay.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. There are some points in it I'm just like, but we'll talk about those.
Of course we will.
I don't know. This might be just a me thing, but I really did not care one way or another for this movie.
Really?
I think it might just be the oversaturation of Toku at this point. After 5+ years, I'm just like, it's just numb. I'm dumb.
I know the feeling, but here's where the movie. My biggest obstacle going into it was I was so indifferent on season 4.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that Raiga was the protagonist until I started the movie up. And it was like, oh.
Fuck!
Not so much that, it was more like, oh, right.
You exist.
I say with a look of puzzlement on my face. Because Garo Season 4 wasn't terrible, but was so unmemorable.
Yeah.
So, I got the same energy from that of,
Rita.
Raiga.
Except with a little more
same energy.
Except for a little more confusion and a little less malice.
Yeah.
Same
Should I say
energy.
indifference, less malice? But the movie starts off, I think, pretty well.
I mean, yeah.
With that, we get that action scene of him going into that horror nest.
Yeah.
They hired a flexible lady for this scene.
They really did.
Fuck yeah.
I can't help but wonder if she was a dancer.
Probably.
This.
Yeah,
Or gymnast.
Or gymnast. Yeah, I was gonna say an acrobat or something.
But yeah, it's a pretty decent action. Because one of the things that I thought was one of the weakest parts of season 4 was the action. The action was just very floaty and stilted. It just none of the impact felt like it was there whenever somebody clashed swords.
That was the main thing.
And it just felt very toothless. And in this one,
I was about to say, was it better in this?
it was much better in this.
Yeah.
I will say,
as a whole, I thought it was much better. The
it
action's
was
pretty good.
weird some of the effects on the sword, though. Because sparks would come out of nowhere, and I'm sitting here like, why?
Yeah.
I haven't watched this week's episode yet.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
But yeah, we get a pretty good action scene of it's a really big open space that we fight in. The first 2 action scenes take place in very large open spaces, and I think they make good use of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they follow that up with the fight on the train, which is a very claustrophobic fight, and I think they make good use of space there. So
the whole thing happens because they end up having to fight Kamen Rider Knight first.
oh right, he played the bad guy.
He played the first portion of the bad guy.
Oh.
He
Sorry.
a whole bunch of evil energy ends up going into girl's armor.
Yeah,
And
thanks to some
Magic.
possessed lady who gives him a hug of death.
yeah, a corpse
Give
pretty
me
much.
a
She was
hug.
dead. And
No, that's me.
So
I was making a Hellsing Ultimate Bridge reference.
Oh, okay.
they have to go to that tower where the rest of the girls' spirits are to
The
purify
Hall of
armor.
Heroes.
Yeah.
So it's got to go there. The armor's got to be purified. And then Mayuri, I believe is her name.
Yes. And you want to know my biggest problem with the movie?
What is
Who's
that?
Her. Because a lot of this movie is, why are you here? She has no powers. What's the point of her? It's like they don't give her a point until literally the last scene with her.
I mean, I was okay with it, honestly.
I wasn't.
Because I liked how... I like the back to basics, save the girl plot. We're not trying to... I mean, eventually, like, the machinations of, like, some evil bad guy get thrown in, but the first like, half of the movie is... It's about saving the girl. It's not... We're not immediately, like, throwing the stakes as high as they can go. It's just, you know, somebody who is important to me has been taken away. I have to go get him back. And I like that.
Save the girl.
I wasn't a fan of it. Mostly because I just didn't see a lot of point in her. Because a lot of this movie ends up being, she got kidnapped.
Yeah.
And I'm just like...
I got Fatal Frame vibes when she got kidnapped. She's following... Replace that glowing orb with a crimson butterfly. I'm like, where's the camera?
I've seen this before. Make her stop. That's why I'm just like, why? Especially because I didn't like her as a character in season 4.
I don't remember her as a character in season 4. But that being said, I also don't remember anything about season 4 aside from the stuff that I didn't like and the fact that it left no impression.
I mean,
valid.
Yeah.
I liked Raga more in this than I did in season 4.
Like, the only thing I really remember from season 4 is when that guy was going up to the possessed soda machine. Mm-hmm. And Ryga just goes, no. That's like, I just remember that.
We remember that from college because he just had this smirk on his face of, you're a dumb fuck, I don't have to deal with this. And I don't want to deal with your corpse. And then they look back and then like a giant eye or something comes out of the soda machine. And I remember, wasn't it a spider monster? And that's when you were like, nope.
Yeah, it was pretty much done at that point. Mm-hmm. But after Mayuri more or less ends up getting possessed, she goes into like the Train of the Dead. It's really good to have the train from Demon Slayer back. It's great to see that character.
Anywho,
I need to watch that movie.
It was good. Anyway,
I really like the train setting.
Same.
I love how it's laid out. I love how colorful this movie is.
Yes.
Is it better than the train in,
especially,
was it season 3? The train?
I don't think anything went on top of that scene.
I'm trying to remember if it was season 3 or
season 2. It was season 3. And to be honest, I don't remember that scene. I don't remember.
I just remember us liking the action.
Yeah, the action in that scene was very good. Very well done.
But I just love this scene. I love the way everyone is costumed.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing that Garo's never really disappointed me in his costume design, and
like this in particular because they lean more into fantasy with this one.
That's like fair. The other,
it is very
Koga movie. The other Koga movie with Takatora, the one in the tree, the one that was pretty much Alice in Wonderland.
That.
I think this one might do it better because I like how they lean into. It's very fantasy carnival.
Yeah.
Everyone is dressed they dress like they're going to a carnival. And by that I mean like one of those like fancy Roman ones with all the fireworks and whatnot.
Yeah, because they end up having like that one car that's like a market.
Yeah,
I thought that was so interesting.
Yes, and there's just like pretty girls wandering around trying to lure you in to buy stuff. There's gamblers playing games and there's all this stuff.
Never play carnival games. They're all
being the kid on the train.
Badu. Yeah, I like the kid.
Yeah, the kid was actually not a bad actor.
They got a good actor to play the kid, so
which is shocking.
So fair props there where they are due.
And then they end up getting kidnapped. Well, not kidnapped, but they...
Well, he doesn't have a ticket, so the train robot police take him to jail.
As they do.
But there is a way you can get out of jail. You can get out of jail.
A jail-free card.
No, chess.
A jail-free game.
So more or less chess. You roll doubles 3 times, you get out.
Bar chess. Which is the name of it.
Or is it you roll doubles 3 times, you go to jail?
Yeah. It's roll doubles 3 times, you go to jail. You roll doubles while in jail, you get out.
There you go.
Yeah, they end up having to play the game after the red and blue clown.
Yeah.
Said that.
I liked those guys.
Yeah, as long as you're related to somebody, you can take somebody.
If you're related by blood, they can be your +1 and you can get out of jail, and those 2 are brothers, so it's like, yeah, we're out. But he's able to take the kid with him because they're related by blood somehow, but the movie isn't going to tell us yet.
Mystery.
Fair enough, it was.
And then they end up getting to the front of the train.
They get to the front of the train, and then...
fight Ren again.
Yep.
And it turns out Mayuri was never actually...
She was never actually kidnapped. She's still, back at the mansion.
It was like really.
And that's kind of where the movie. That's where the movie lost me.
Drinking a tea and going, I wonder where Raiga is.
More or less.
Well, no, it's because of the fact that he was.
Book.
They were still at the moment that
Yeah.
the Dark Age took him over the second time. So that's where that whole thing happened.
Yeah.
So it turned out he was still at the train station more or less, but he was still not actually there.
But yeah, this is when the movie lost me a little bit because I felt like that was just like an unnecessary layer that was added.
Yeah, I get that.
It's
Though
to show
the image of her is like in the study at home going, I wonder where he is.
Well, no, they were still outside. It was the it was to show the fantasy of Garo. I think that was like the whole point of this. Like, the world that Garo was in.
But at the same time, I would have liked more of that.
That's valid.
And I would have liked it if that were where more of our movie took place. The villain in this movie,
Badago,
yeah,
who's back from the first season, who's 60 by the way.
Fuck, good for him.
Everyone in this show looks very good for their age.
He is a vampire. That dude looks 30 at the best.
I mean, the guy who plays the grandfather, he looks good.
Hot granddad?
Yeah.
The Gilf? Jesus Christ.
Gilf is
Tyga is unfair. How dare you?
He's a very handsome man.
How dare you? Damn it.
But, at the same time, I just didn't like him as a villain all that much.
Words you didn't expect to hear today.
Simping I did not expect to hear today.
Yeah, Kong is back.
Yay!
It was nice to finally see him again.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I liked that we actually
got that.
I liked that we got something of an explanation for where the heck his mom and dad have been.
Yeah.
Because that was something that really bugged me about season 4. It was like, where the heck are his parents? Are they just off on vacation somewhere?
Portals.
And then
No, I was going to say they pulled him over.
a portal opened up in the sky and, sucked up his mom, and then his dad is off, cavorting around time and space trying to find a way to get her back.
Sorry, I'm wanting some low-hanging fruit. Moving on.
Oh, good for you.
I try.
Also, Kira May Blue is back.
As
Crow. The secondary.
Oh. Okay.
He's there for a little bit.
Yeah, he is. He's there. He doesn't do much, but he's there.
No, he really does in this movie. Like, they had that whole time freeze thing.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
After it finally reveals that Rand is now Bargo.
Mm-hmm.
Rand Knight is now Bargo.
Anyway, his costume looks like concept art for Joker from Persona 5.
Who's?
Bargo?
No, the bad guy.
Red.
Yeah, like when they first meet him.
Yeah.
And
he has like the feather.
It's the mask. It's the whole suit. It was like, oh, that looks like concept art.
I get that.
More hair. Well, I'm not gonna say more hair. Push back and up from the face.
Yeah, it's just different hair. I really like the monster designs in this movie.
Yeah, especially those flying heads.
The
weird.
The flying heads, the big fish monster thing.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool looking. The villain's final suit that he gets
after, like his whole thing was to ruin the bloodline of. It's
just something about Nebulous. Like, I'm going to do a bad thing, and it involves corrupting the armor and corrupting all the armors in the Hall of Heroes and destroying this tower that will somehow cause reality to decay or something.
I think my biggest issue is
just kind of
the fact that
it's a little messy.
Especially the final armor, the Oga armor, really comes out of nowhere because it was never. This is the thing when doing something like this, especially when you have such a sort of intricate history as Garo does. Mm-hmm. The fact that this was never mentioned before, it's supposedly super strong. And Garo sort of took its spot, and I'm saying if he was going after the Garo armor, fine, but going after this long lost armor that was never brought up before.
You're talking about the big silver and gold armor that he wears. Armor, yeah. But honestly, I really like how it looks.
Oh yeah, it looks good. It's huge.
Yeah.
It made me this is what Garo would look like if he were a Devil May Cry boss. That's what it looks like.
That's not wrong.
That's what I thought of when I looked. I mean, it's big enough. It's got the same kind of aesthetic you'd see in a DMC game.
Yeah, he's really not wrong.
And I really liked the action scene that we got between the three, between the grandfather, father, and son, where they're switching like the armor between themselves.
Yeah, the pieces of the armors and stuff.
I loved that.
Yeah,
that was a really creative way to use the armor.
Yeah.
Where it's like where like the Thai guy and Koga will like each have an arm and they'll punch him and then they'll switch both of the arms to Raiga, launch him at him. He'll do like a double punch and then they'll get the legs, spin each other around and do like a roundhouse kick. Really creative stuff. Really interesting scene. Really good. Really well done. Yeah. Anything else?
It's a good action scene.
Yeah, it is.
It's a great action scene.
And as far as like, how do we feel about the ending with the whole? Because Raiga can't get up to where the fight is at first.
Yeah, so he ends up having to make a deal.
Make a deal with like,
the same thing his father did.
Yeah.
Gajiri,
who's like the
Satan.
Not Satan. No, it's like the Garo.
He's really sort of like a genie.
He's kind of like he's like a Garo Jin.
So it's less of a deal and more of a wish with consequences.
No, it's still a deal. Because
is,
it's like in order for me to do this for you, you had to do something for me later.
Yeah.
Consequences.
Yeah. So it's like give me an ordeal. It's like all right, so you have to go throughout time and space repairing all the rifts in the time stream or whatever. And then so the fight ends and he's like, all right, I'm ready. Send me off on my ordeal. He's like, no, it's already done. Your dad took care of it because years ago he
looked into the future.
He looked into
doing this.
He looked into the future, thought that life would be a breeze. Turns out it was not that easy.
And also, apparently, Mayuri is out there trying to get her not time stop flower.
Yeah,
flower.
That flower comes back multiple times,
and it's so stupid.
You thought so?
Yes, because unlike Kaoru's or whatever her name, I'm just gonna say
Kaoru.
It didn't really hold any significance like Kaoru's paintings did.
Yeah.
This is just a flower.
It was a flower that...
It's white and pure and stuff, but I'm sitting here like... It doesn't feel like it deserves the attention that it got, unlike the paintings.
Yeah, I get that.
So I'm sitting here looking at this, like... And this is where I really started to get just tired of Mayuri in this movie at any moment. And then she like is outside the Hall of Heroes, and this kid grabs her and takes her inside.
Kaoru shows up for a hot second.
Well, that happens after, but this kid ends up grabbing her and taking her inside. Yeah. And Mayuri's like, "Who the hell are you?" But she isn't getting taken inside, and Kaoru's there. It was great to see her again.
If only for a little bit, but yeah.
Well, she was in that and a later scene in the movie.
But it's still up there. She's not in this very much.
No, she doesn't talk whatsoever. But it's still good to see her.
It is.
Looking the exact same. Although she was young.
I feel like you can see that she's aged.
Well,
not like Tara. I mean, she's aged well. She's still a very beautiful woman, and
she's young and girl.
Koga's still a very handsome man. But
her and Kekiela.
Yeah.
I think they were in like their young 20s, early 20s. So
she still looks good, but she looks older.
Yeah, she looks like she's like 33, maybe 4. Good for her. But yeah, apparently Mayuri's going to end up giving birth to Raiga's child at some point in the future. That was the kid who ended up grabbing her and taking her into the Hall of Heroes.
Look forward to that movie.
I will say this though, this feels like a good end.
For now, yeah.
For that portion of Garo.
Yeah. Like, if they do another season,
do you think like it's done for this bloodline for now, or do you think they might revisit it at some point?
They might get revisited, but we have 2 other plot lines to follow now, which we'll talk about in a different video.
Yeah, because we got VR and
the whole thing with
Goldstorm.
Yeah, with Jenga and the others. So that's a whole set.
And the anime. Yeah, if they want to continue that, we'll see.
Hopefully, it doesn't have an even season curse because season 2 was god awful.
We shall see.
But yeah, I thought this movie was fun.
It was good.
Fun times.
Yeah, it really didn't leave an impression on me.
I can tell.
I think it's just a lot's been going on the last couple weeks, so I just really wasn't able to absorb much.
Fair enough. But yeah, that's our thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Traveler.
It's definitely worth a watch. If you're a fan of Garo, and especially if you're a fan of that.
If you're a fan of these particular seasons.
Yeah, definitely give it a watch.
Yeah.
Or even if you didn't like season 4, I think it's still worth a watch, because I certainly didn't, but yeah, the movie's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. Next time.
Oh yeah, what are we doing next?
Sharavan. Dang it.
And then after that, we're doing the next part of the Grand Saucer one. But it's a whole different cast. And less people.
I don't care.
And Sid from Gain is in it.
I don't care. I don't want to watch it.
We'll be watching it. But yeah, let us know what you think about this movie in the comments below.
I'll just pretend to watch it.
As always, follow us on all the things. Thank
Yeah.
you guys so much for your support.
Yes, thank you.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you for watching.